Hey, Shannon here from eXp Realty, where I will be sharing some tips with you guys today about improvements that you can make so that you can increase the value of your home if you are trying to prepare it to sell. So over the past couple of days, I have had conversations with different people who are trying to list their homes. And one of the conversations that keeps popping up is, well, I want to do blank, but is it worth it to do? And a lot of the times, what you might think needs to be done to your house in order for you to increase the value of it and what actually needs to be done is not the same, right? Because the reality is that buyers are going to want to personalize their homes according to what they want. It had nothing to do with you and what you think they want. It's what they want. So I'm going to share some of the things that Realtor.com says that you should use to update, and what I have found as a professional actually gives you the better return. And it's weird because a lot of the things that are here, I was like, no way. There's no way that these things are what it is. But then I got to thinking, I know at least one person in each one of these categories that have recently done these things to their homes. So if you guys can hear me, do me a solid, wave high, make sure that you share this, as I want to continue to be your one-stop shop for all things real estate. So whether that be planning, helping you sell, buy, or invest. So the first thing that Realtor.com says is an improvement, and I'm going to just name all 5 of them. So one is hardwood flooring. So a lot of people say you're going to get your value from installing or restoring hardwood flooring. You're going to get it with steam ovens. And I was like, really, steam ovens? But when I think about it, I got a steam oven and I really enjoy it because you can just pour water into the bottom of it and it will naturally clean the stove. You just have to wipe it out. You have built-in bookcases. And as you can see behind me, I have built-in bookcases. Now, we've had this house for 10 years and we've not pulled them down yet because a part of me is like, well, what do we do? Like, should we keep some of them? It's great for storage. Another home improvement that they said will help you get top dollar in this market is painting your house a warmer palette. So they recommend things like light beiges, creams, all shades of greens instead of your whites and cool grays. So I didn't see that coming, which I think is a really nice and interesting trend to kind of hop on, because I'm kind of feeling the heather, I think it's called like the heather green, you know, that bright green that's really nice. And then the final one that they said that everybody is using to increase are chicken coops. Now, so we're clear, chicken coops. I was like, nobody's doing chicken coops, but I got to thinking, I can think of at least 2 places that I know of right now, that 3 actually, where people have access to chicken coops, and more people are doing more like things like chicken coops and farming, even in suburban kind of rural areas, because because it's a shortage of food and more people want to do things like living off the land. So oftentimes, like especially like if you live in a town, you think the only thing you can do is garden maybe, or keep your grass cut, or have flower gardens, but you can do different things too to beautify your landscaping. So those are the 5 things that Realtor.com suggested in this past edition. So again, it's hardwood flooring, steam ovens, built-in bookcases, warmer color palettes. So we're walking away from like the whites, the grays, those lighter colors, those cream, and we're going into more of like your light beiges, your creams, and different shades of green. Actually, it says all shades of green. So I thought that was nice. And then they even say here, all white and even black exteriors are still selling like hotcakes. Now, I know if you live in Sussex County, if you ever go towards the beach through Georgetown on Route 9, if you look to like before Del Tech, it's either before Del Tech or right before Score on Route 9, there is an all black house. I love both of them. And I never thought that I would see an all black house and just fall in love, but the exterior is just, it's everything. Like it has the black metal roof, it has the black siding, and one of them has like brown shaker, I can't even think, and I'm looking dead at it, at like the framing around your windows. So that's a really nice feature. Something else that I noticed that's on the come up too is painting your frames black. That's another thing that I've noticed. Now, as Shannon the realtor, when I go to look at houses, and I actually have had this conversation more often than not, you want to be careful about over improving your house. You're like, what the heck is over improving? Where you do improvements that you think are going to, well, over improve is where you do so much that you can't price out or get back what you put in. But sometimes as a homeowner, you're thinking that you're doing things that are going to interest a buyer, and they're not. Buyers do not care all the time about the flooring because they already have it in their mind that they are going to change it. Buyers do not care so much about paint. Now, that doesn't mean about all paint, but some paint, and they do not care. I can remember reading a story where an agent went to show a house, a listing, and we're going to use the color orange because that's my favorite. Someone had like an all orange room, and the agent was like, I can't believe that they would paint this house orange. It's horrible, right? And the buyer actually liked it. And so she kind of put her foot in her mouth, and she put herself in a position where she wasn't able to like kind of redeem herself because the buyer took it as an insult to her palate and to her tastes. So buyers are going to like what they like. Paint, flooring, light fixtures, light switches, you know what I mean? Plug covers, those different things they're just going to do on their own. The places that I find are going to give you more bang for your buck as a seller, specifically for this area, is making sure that your septic is in operable order. So you're going to have to get your septic inspected, which includes them pumping it and evaluating it to make sure that it's in proper working order, because DENREC requires it. And even if somebody buys it, they have a year to make sure that it is in working order and not faulty. Okay. I would say make sure that you don't have any peeling paint. So if you have like a shed or a garage, window trim, door frames, make sure that that's not rotting or peeling, because that can come back as a ding when you go to do different things as far as listing the home with appraisals and different things of that nature. I would also say, you know, declutter. And I say this all the time. If you're going to spend any energy on anything, declutter, because you're going to have to do something with it anyway when you move. If you're listing it, you're going to have to do it anyway, right? And it's easier for people to be able to see the home. But you want to make sure that you're putting money into things that are actually going to benefit the sale of the home. So septics, aesthetics on the outside. Look, if you're not a gardener, that's cool. Nobody's telling you that you need to go make your house look like Better Home and Garden. Okay. We are not, you know, Magnolia Network. But if you know that you're not all that great with curb appeal, just make sure that your grass is cut and that it's edged up real nice around the sidewalks. You know what I mean? Make sure that you don't have any trees, like tree limbs, touching your home, because that's another thing that appraisers pay attention to when they're coming to evaluate the home for listing, to make sure that the value of the home is there when a buyer submits an offer. Okay. Another thing that I would say is probably like a big deal, like little things that I've seen sometimes. If your toilet tank leaks, buy a new toilet. Toilets are like $150, you know, and I think Lowe's will install them for about $100. So again, you might think that it's a high value thing, but it's something that is going to give your money back. The other places that you're going to get your money back is kitchens, bathrooms, and if you can, flooring. Again, little things. Make sure that you have railing. If you have steps in the house, these are the things that they pay attention to. Make sure that you have railing going up and down the steps. Making sure that you have railing coming in and out the house if you have steps. Okay. So those are the things that I found that are like, okay, let's pay attention to this. Walk around the inside of your house. Pay attention to, you know, make sure that you don't have any leaks. If you have leaks that are repaired, fix the drywall. You know, have somebody, you know, come and patch it or paint it. Especially if it's fixed. If it's not fixed, fix that. You know what I mean? Because nobody wants to buy a house where it could potentially be water coming through the home. So my hope is that this video finds you well, that this will give you some insight to some improvements that are worth making if you are considering listing your home. My name is Shannon Payton. I'm a realtor at eXp Realty, and I am your one-stop shop for helping you prepare to buy, sell, list, or invest in real estate and helping you complete that transaction successfully. Give me a call, 302-330-2572. You can call or text me anytime at that. And let's be friends. Don't be a stranger. If you found value in this, and I know you did if you stayed this long, make sure that you post it and share it with your friends. Leave a comment, #replay. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'm happy to answer them. And you guys have a great one. Thank you.